What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Nurse for Entertainment Podcast and for a podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Bueno, aka the Dr. Ranger, and next to me, as always, is the Colossus to my Deadpool, Huck from Huck Let's Play.
What up?
You're not that.
You know what? Just continue on. I don't need to be insulted by you.
All right. So, we said in our last podcast that we were going to possibly do Deadpool, and we did. And we actually just got back from watching Deadpool. Actually, we got pizza, and then...
Pizza was very important.
Let us think on it a little bit.
Let us digest, if you will.
So, this will be a little bit different than what we've done. So, we had no speculations going into the film. We had no thoughts.
We both don't really... We like Deadpool, but we don't follow Deadpool like a lot of people.
Yeah.
So this is going to be based kind of off of a little bit more like a base knowledge. We kind of understand what Deadpool means.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's definitely not exactly our genre. So we've kind of done something different. Not only just have our opinion, but we know people that are just Deadpool fans that are right in this genre, and we've kind of, get us some collaboration on that. So.
We've only got one person.
Well, I mean, we got one person, one audio, but we got...
Yeah, we know people who know the comics and they love Deadpool. So it's not like we're going into it not knowing anything.
Yeah.
So we do have somebody who will be on the podcast
a
little bit later. But, so we're going to give you our thoughts on it, what we thought. And do you want to go ahead and give our rating, or do you just want to talk about the movie first? Oh, spoiler warning.
Oh, wait, hang on. First thing that we need to tell everybody is don't bring your kids to this movie.
Never bring your kids to this movie.
Because, wait, was there a family today? Was that what it is?
No. There wasn't a family today. I read on Facebook, so it's Facebook, so it could be over-exaggerated. But several families across the country had taken their kids to go see this movie. After it had been, warned that it was an R-rated movie, they went ahead and took their kid in there, and then they walked out within 10 minutes. So...
Well, yeah, 10 minutes is all it took.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I mean, from the jump.
From the jump, yeah. Well, the first, beginning was funny, and then, oh, wait, this is a little bit more not family-friendly than we were expecting.
And then you keep going, and it's like, yeah, okay.
No,
okay.
This is an adult film.
But it should have been, rated NC-17 rather than rated R.
XXX.
XX. It wasn't that bad.
No. It wasn't that bad, but it's... I'm trying to think of I can't think of a movie like it, but it's it's rated R.
Yeah, for sure.
So don't...
Yeah.
Just
it's
keep
R
that
for
in mind.
A reason.
Yeah, it's R for a reason. Not because they wanted to put it there. So...
Anyways, so I'm going to... I guess I'll give my personal ranking on it, then I guess you can...
Yeah, you go first.
So, you know me, I'm a DC person. Love DC. To me, this film was really good. But it's Deadpool, so of course Deadpool fans are going to be like, oh, but that's Deadpool. But for me, there might have been a little bit too much of, the boobage here and there.
Boobage.
So, I'm going to give this movie probably a 4.8. Almost
that
a 5.
That
low.
Really?
Out of 5, not out of 10. I'm going to give it a 4.8 because I thought it was a really good movie. It didn't go anywhere wrong besides some of the content.
How do you scale your, how do you do that? Because that seems, we'll talk about a little bit
It's
more
like any grade at school. I mean, you lost 2 points because of, two minor points because you misspelled your name. That's how it was for me.
I feel like you're rating it on... Well, I guess you rate movies on personal opinion.
Yeah, I have to look at it as it's Deadpool. Deadpool is the most raunchy hero there is that I know of. So I have to go into it like that, and I can't be biased on the fact of, it's crude. It's got to be crude. I go into it knowing it's going to be crude. But for me, there was too much, skin.
Too much skin.
There was too much skin. And I do feel it was a little bit of a parody. Towards the franchise that it's in, which is fine, and I'll get to that when I go with more depth into it. But I would say almost a 5. No, you say your rating, and then we'll go into.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing. Okay, so my rating would be. It's hard for me because I want to look at it as I really want to look at it as a Deadpool fan. because that's what it's meant for. That's the audience it's meant for. So to them, they're gonna go around 8, I think.
Are you going to a 10?
I mean, an all-out Deadpool fan would give it a 10. Me, I'm going between 6.5 and 7.
So you, obviously your scale is a 1 to 10.
Yeah,
mine was a 1 to 5. So okay.
Oh,
okay.
That makes sense. I always see we didn't talk about this before. Anyways, so no, that makes sense. No, yeah, I like the 1 to 10 because it gives a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, I got you.
So the reason why I kind of put it right there is because, I mean, I know it's more adult. I mean, it's definitely more of an adult film.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of nudity in it, a lot more than I was expecting.
Very true.
But that's probably more from me not knowing what's going to happen. But I thought the storyline was good. I almost, like, while I was watching it, I didn't really want the backstory of Deadpool. Like, I felt like I didn't want to know.
I agree.
I didn't want to know that. I almost just wanted to see Deadpool being silly and funny.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I wanted to see of Deadpool. Now, like I said, we're both not... We're not really Deadpool fans because we don't keep up on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it was a good movie. I think it was perfect for Deadpool fans.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was perfect for the audience. And I mean, I almost would give it a 10 just for that. But at the same time, as a movie, it's hard for me to say that.
Yeah, it's going into it as a casual movie watcher.
Yeah, as someone. Yeah. So just remember that. So don't hate us for that.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I was a Deadpool fan, I really think it would be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It would be perfect. It would be spot on. But as me, I wouldn't. So think of that as lightly or heavily as you want to.
I agree.
Just because they did a good job on it. And like, I'm not trying to beef on it. It's just like, think of it almost as, you know, an anime person watching a real life movie type thing. Almost, it's almost two different dimensions.
Yep. I mean, look at this example. And I'm gonna put Dragon Ball.
Oh, are you
Evolution right there?
Where is it?
It's gonna be right here between us. Anywho, you brought up a good point with the whole backstory. I was okay with it because it gave Deadpool something to. I mean, it gave him something to drive for. So with his solo film, it makes sense to have something, and I like the character Vanessa. But yeah, the story, the way they did it was they cut in between present time and the past on how he became Deadpool, but it was almost kind of
spoilers.
I already said spoilers at the beginning of this video.
I couldn't help it. Okay.
But I was actually more entertained with what was going on now, rather than what happened back then. So if you would have just told me, instead of giving me all this backstory about how he used to just take up odd jobs from people and beat people up, you know, and get money that way, I didn't really care about that. You know, I don't care about who Wade Wilson was before. But the fact that he met this girl, that's fine. And the fact that he got cancer, that's okay. And then what happens to him, that's cool too. But you could have told it a little bit quicker and not
so much boob.
And not so much boob. Yeah, yeah. And the thing, there was a dude who fell asleep behind us at the theater.
That was really funny.
So I don't know when he fell asleep, but I just know it was halfway through the film. And it takes you about halfway through the film to even get past the origin story of Deadpool. So it's just like,
But that was a creative decision that we both, I don't think, really agree. Like, it's a movie. So I understand that they wanted to put a good portion of it.
Yeah.
And they were trying to go with like the Deadpool style of broken the fourth wall. And I get that. That was like I don't think they've really done anything wrong in the fact of Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
I just think that me as a watcher, I just wanted to see Deadpool being Deadpool.
Yeah, and that's what
it was almost too serious. Like I wanted it to be a full on comedy.
Well,
almost for me. I didn't want any. I honestly, I think what I wanted was. But like I said, we're not even.
It's true. We're not hardcore. I haven't read. To tell you the truth, I have not read the comic of Deadpool, like any of them. And I know people are gonna like murder us, but you can't call yourselves nerds.
Why are you doing a review?
We do video stuff. He watches anime. I watch TV shows, and we watch movies. That's what we do. We don't read.
And we're here just to open up discussions. And if you guys seriously have a feeling or want to let us know how you feel. Yeah. We want to know because you're going to be the more Deadpool fans than we are.
But be nice about it.
Yeah. Jerks.
Haters will be blocked.
Haters are haters.
But
all they get is gators.
I did want to go on that note. Was not the gator note, but I wanted to talk about how I mentioned how I felt it was a parody, only because of what it did with the X-Men characters. It really cartoonized Colossus, in my opinion. I love Colossus, and it kind of changed his character up, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong going off comics, but just from the movies on how they did Colossus, it just he was different. He was more of a Boy Scout, and he I don't know. It was just he was really big too, super big, and I don't remember Colossus being that big. But
this honestly was an opportunity for them to do another X-Men movie, to be honest.
And that's what I was going to add as well. Is like Deadpool is good, like what he was saying, but we got more of, hey, we're going to throw in this really good romantic story for Deadpool, which I don't know if that happens in the comics, but it takes away by some of the humor of Deadpool, I think. And if you would have thrown him into an X-Men movie as that comedic relief character and still made him awesome as he is, I think that would have worked just as well.
Well, I think as casual viewers it would have worked just as well, but I don't think as Deadpool fans it wouldn't have worked.
Well, it would have been
I give him I really do give him props for just focusing on the Deadpool fandom, because honestly, screw my thoughts on the movie. I'm not a Deadpool fan.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'll even say that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It matters to you guys, you Deadpool fans. If you liked it, awesome. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault. We were talking about like you were saying like how it was a low budget film, and I was saying, well, you get Wolverine.
Yeah.
You get those in the script. You're gonna get more money for it because that's more actors.
Yeah, you should.
And that's how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an action movie. Yes, we know that, but. And it normally works better for dramas when you put big names for dramas.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how why you have big names in dramas or something more heartfelt. But if you would have done that with an action movie like this is, I think it would have been almost better. It would have been better for me to see Wolverine
show up,
or Cyclops instead of an animated still bot and some teenage girl that looked. I don't want to say that.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that looked like a little boy half the time.
Oh well, I think they were talking about in the second one. She actually might be a lesbian. So I don't know. Just saying.
Who is this character? I don't know.
She just showed up. She's not from any of the movies that I know of. So she's probably from the comics. So again, I don't read the comics, so I don't know that information.
And to the actress that plays whatever. Yeah. I didn't mean it. You're a beautiful woman.
And she actually is like.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of her and I'm like, what? That's not the same girl. But
the camera adds to him. No, I'm just joking.
It cuts off her hair.
It cuts off her hair.
But I think Colossus. What was I gonna say about Colossus?
He turns on and off, and he didn't do that.
Well, that was one problem I had is he turns on and off.
I didn't mean it that way. Just saying, like his metal.
Yeah. He can go. He can turn. Yeah. But
going Hulk.
I had something and I lost it.
Oh,
there was a joke about them. When Deadpool goes to the house, he's like, "Oh, so it seems like you guys are the only two that live in this house, like the only X-Men." When he goes to the school, and it's true. It's true. That's all it seems like.
There's no kids. There was no classes.
They made mention of Professor X, but like
that's
you
it.
Didn't see him.
That's it. Like Professor X would have been all over this subject.
Yeah.
So I felt like they missed out on an opportunity there. But at the same time, I understand that they probably didn't do that so Deadpool could shine.
Yeah.
Understandable. Then take the X-Men out.
Yeah.
Don't even put them in there yet.
But in the comics, that's what I was saying. In the comics, Colossus, I think it actually is a big part of Deadpool's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wrong.
Anywho, we're both noobs on this subject actually. So, but we got somebody.
That's right. We did get
who knows what they're talking about. So, we would like to introduce none other than
Batman.
Batman.
Let's see what Batman has to say about this.
Hey man, so you wanted to know my thoughts on the Deadpool movie. Thank you for asking, by the way. As you know, I've been a Deadpool fan for at least 10 years now. And recently he's grown much more popular, and now that this movie is released,
This is our friend Aaron, aka Half Black Aaron. This is not Batman.
assume that he's going to be considered a major Marvel character, as the popularity of this movie is definitely going to help. I can't decide if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet, but I will say that the movie itself was absolutely a good thing. Fox blew me away with how well they made the movie. I was not expecting them to make it that great. I think a big part of that should be credited to Ryan Reynolds. He fought very hard for this movie to be a hard R, from my understanding. And he fought very hard to make the movie show what Deadpool really is. As far as the comics go and how the movie relates to the comics, there was no set-in-stone origin story for Deadpool. So it was, you kind of had to gather it from little bits and pieces that were written here and there throughout different series. Overall, I think the movie captured very well what Deadpool is like. It had the serious moments. It had the funny, crazy moments. It even had a little bit of pansexual Deadpool in it, which is pretty interesting. But really the main part of that was a flashback to Wade Wilson, but still, same thing. I expect to see more of that in the next movie. The breaking the fourth wall, the interactions between him and Colossus and other heroes. I thought it was perfect, almost perfect. I had a few minor issues with it. If I'm nitpicking, which honestly, these are not major issues, I thought they spent just a hair too long on the origin and romance aspect of the movie. It got a little slow there for a little bit. But, I mean, as goes for any origin movie, the only origin film I can think of that really didn't feel that way was the first Iron Man. Aside from that, pretty much every other origin movie definitely had its dead parts in it. So it was good to see that. As far as if I'm really, really nitpicking, I wasn't crazy about Negasonic Teenage Warhead. She was an interesting addition to the plot, but didn't really seem that necessary. But it was good for comedic value, I reckon. So, not too bad. As far as Ryan Reynolds goes, I mean, obviously he was the perfect choice for Deadpool. I've said that for years. Even Deadpool mentions Ryan Reynolds in a comic in the late or mid-90s. So, I mean, I think it's been pretty obvious ever since Van Wilder released that if a Deadpool movie was ever made, Ryan Reynolds would definitely be the clear choice for that. As far as, I mean, yeah, it definitely exceeded my expectations. I thought it was great comic to film adaptation, and I thought Ryan Reynolds was great. Everything about the movie was just fantastic. It was hilarious from the beginning to the opening credits to the after credit scene, which was hilarious. If anybody didn't know, there's definitely an after the credits scene, and it's great. Looking forward to the next movie that's going to feature Cable. The Cable and Deadpool series was by far one of my favorite runs for Deadpool, so that's extremely exciting. And honestly, what I think I'm most excited about is seeing Deadpool appear in other heroes' movies. I wish Marvel could get the rights back from Fox, but I highly doubt they're going to release those now. But at least Deadpool could spice up a Fantastic Four movie or the next X-Men movie or something like that. I mean, even if it's only for a couple minutes, it would be great to see him pop in and have a little fight scene with somebody or something like that. So I look forward to seeing stuff like that in the future, and hopefully Fox warms up to the idea of getting a little bit more creative, because as we can tell by the last Fantastic Four film, which was an absolute disaster, they could use some help in the creative department. So maybe they should just start hiring Tim Miller for all their films, because he did great with the Deadpool movie. Ryan Reynolds was great. I think I said Ryan Reynolds is great at least 7 times
You need to see
so
him
far.
more.
So if that doesn't show you what my opinion is on it, then I don't think anything will. Anyway, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
And that's what Batman thought.
Oh my gosh.
No, thank you very much, buddy, for Aaron, for telling us. Because he hit a lot of spots that we agree with.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds, if they would have had anyone else, it wouldn't have been Deadpool. It wouldn't have been Deadpool.
They could have gotten Mark.
Well, they don't know Mark. They don't even know Mark. We have a buddy that pretty much acts.
We will have him on the show.
He pretty much acts like Deadpool all the time.
Yes.
It's so super funny. But Ryan Reynolds he's the only one that I think of. The origin story, yeah.
I'm glad he said that because
that's really how we felt. Like it was cool, but at the same time, and he even mentioned the fact that they had to pretty much almost like piece together an orange story.
Yeah.
So the fact that they have to piece one together just kind of proves that it almost was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because they could have gone without it, apparently.
Yeah.
And the comics been apparently going without it. So why not them? Why not just instead of like making we have to do an orange or I can't. I've been saying that word too much. Origin story. Just do a Deadpool movie.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
And take out all the boobs. Just take them out.
Well, I mean, don't say. I mean, it's Deadpool. So if you take them all out, then it wouldn't be Deadpool.
Well, you can talk about them.
You can talk about
cartoon, like have him like hold up cartoon versions of it. But
speaking of cartoon, there was that cool part at the end.
That was weird.
Where he gets stabbed in the head, and like Vanessa's laying down, and he's looking at her, and this love song starts playing, and he just starts seeing like these animated creatures.
I think it was the stab.
Yeah, I'm more certain that's what it was.
Stab to the head apparently makes him see cartoon characters.
Well, he can't die, so
it's true. I mean, so maybe when he's technically dying, he see cartoon. Is that what?
Or when he's healing, yeah. I don't know.
When he's healing.
Which, on that note, he didn't mention it, so he probably didn't have a problem. But this goes back to Marvel, in Fox Marvel as well, having, well, Magneto was cool, but having Marvel in general having poor villains. This villain, Ajax, a.k.a. Francis, there wasn't, the actor was good, but there's no, I didn't care about him. I didn't. He was a jerk.
I think that's kind of how you were meant to feel,
I guess.
To be honest. Now, he does also, Aaron also brings up the biggest point of everything. Fox, what are you doing?
Trying to make some money.
I'm just saying, like, I understand they're making money, but it's not, good Lord, please don't be in the movie business to make money.
Well, what they need to do is what Sony's doing with Spider-Man. They need to have a contract.
Yeah,
they can keep X-Men and all that.
Yeah,
but they need to make
I want $1 million. Okay. Well, no, okay, maybe not that much.
Well, shoot.
To loan them out. It's pretty much like...
Disney bought Star Wars for $4 billion. They can at least... I'm sure Disney would pay a huge chunk of change just to get those properties back somehow.
True. Looks like we have a visitor.
Pause.
So pretty much Fox just, work with everyone. Pretty much.
Make a deal with Marvel.
Make a deal with Marvel. Do something because we're missing a lot.
It
of
would be
stuff.
a great thing all around too, because you know what? If you let them use Wolverine and the mutants and all that kind of stuff in their movies, you might be able to get Iron Man or Captain America or Thor or somebody in your movies and just make a world.
Well, they could almost work together on, they make one movie and then Fox gets the next one and alternate it.
Somehow. I know.
That would work really well.
Sony's making the Spider-Man movies, but Spider-Man's going to be in the Avengers movies.
Well, as long,
So that's one way to go.
Here's the thing. I think Sony's learning that they can't mess with people because they're, whole Let's Play thing.
You're still holding on to that.
It's stupid.
It's the Fine Brothers.
But, so Fox, get on it. We like you, Fox.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We just want you to be a team player. You're gonna make money.
You will make money.
You're gonna make money. It's comic books.
Plus, look at this.
Unless you're Green Lantern.
You've had. Oh my gosh! Don't talk about DC right now.
That was nothing against Ryan Reynolds. I think that was just an acting.
Well, the movie's terrible. I
don't know. I honestly, I'm not. I wasn't even. I like the movie.
So did my sister. She hates DC, and that's her favorite DC movie. That tells you right there how much she hates DC. To have the worst.
That she
DC.
liked the worst DC.
Yeah.
So she liked the fact that it was terrible.
I don't know. No, she said she enjoyed it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Maybe she enjoyed it out of being cynical. I don't know.
She didn't even know she was being cynical.
Anywho, yeah, that's our opinions. We said we were kind of on the same boat on ranking wise. So P went for like 1 out of 10. I did 1 out of.
We'll discuss on our ranking measurements next time.
But yeah, so as a whole, Deadpool's a good movie. Just don't take your kids and prepare
Please
to
don't
see
take your kids.
A lot of boobs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't take your teenage boys either.
Yeah, no. Anyways, so if you haven't seen any of our videos, go check them out on our channel. We just did Batman vs Superman, our speculations, and the next month we will be doing our Batman vs Superman almost a reaction. Don't sue us, Fine Brothers. Don't sue us.
Whoa!
No, we'll be doing our review on that movie, and we might have a special guest on that one as well. Who knows?
We're trying to get him. It's just we have weird schedules.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Anywho, and expect more.
Expect the first ghost tonight when the bell tolls 1.
We're not doing Christmas.
Oh, it's crap.
Anyways, where can they find you?
They can find me at www.youtube.com/HuckLet'sPlay, and they can also find me here at Nerds for Entertainment.
And like on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter, Huck Let's Play. Everything Huck Let's Play, and if it's not there, it's because I don't have it. So Twitter, YouTube.
MySpace.
No, Facebook. I do have Facebook. Instagram. We did an Instagram thing before we went. It was fun.
Stuff like that.
So
you can find me a couple different places. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Bueno, or you can find me here at Nerds for Entertainment, or you can find me on Instagram at Tyler Bueno, or Instagram, or I said Instagram twice, Twitter at Tyler Bueno Music, Facebook, facebook.com/TBuenoMusic. And I also have an EP coming out in the summer, hopefully, for my band Western from the Sun, so you guys can look out for that. And that's all we have here today. So you guys have a good day, and we will see you next time. Okay? Chimichanga.
Chimichanga.